the next two opponents, Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Before this weekend, we were looking at it like, okay, Cardinals freaking stink. Let's just fast forward through that game and get to Dallas because that is going to determine who's the real contender in the NFC. And then Dallas lost to Arizona by 12.
I know.
Freaking
First
Dallas.
of all, it's so unsuspected and unusual, right, Iggy? I mean, Arizona stinks. They do. But okay. So
They're
here's the
rebuilding.
issue. They're rebuilding. And they don't even have their starting quarterback, who I don't even like that much. So here's the thing. So now you have to look at the games differently. It's like Arizona actually might be an opponent because you thought the Niners would show up, they'd kick the crap out of them, and then they'd prepare for Dallas. So
Sure.
These guys in Arizona may actually be an opponent, although maybe not. Dallas, you thought, oh, this is Dallas with the, Dak Prescott and Dak. I got to tell you, Iggy, Dak Prescott is such an overrated quarterback.
He's so overrated. Keep going.
No, if he were on the Niners, I'll tell you right now, he could not perform with this offense as well as Brock Purdy, and it wouldn't even be close.
I'd have to agree. I was hanging out with my cousin Mike. You know Mike as your nephew?
My nephew.
Yeah. So I was hanging out with Mike a few months ago, and he's from Virginia. He's a big Washington, whatever their name, Commanders fan. And he's in the same division as Dak. And he was saying, like, guy's super overrated. If he were on any other team, no one would care about him. But since he's the quarterback of the Cowboys, he gets all this press and attention. But man, if he was the quarterback of Washington, would anyone give a heck, a damn about Dak Prescott? No.
Yeah.
No.
So here's what I think. I think the Niners are going to beat Arizona. I'm not good at predicting scores, but I'll tell you this. I think they're going to murder Dallas. I no longer see that as an elite contest. I think they're going to be 5-0 like breathing. That's what I think.
I agree. I mean, let's just take Dallas out of it for a second because they really embarrassed themselves on Sunday. Let's talk Arizona. Arizona's interesting because everyone thought they were going to be the worst team in football, but they're not. They hold on. This is what they've done so far. Week 1, they lost by 4 to the Commanders. Week 2, they lost by 3 to New York, and then week 3, they freaking beat Dallas. So they're a team with a new coach, and it seems like they're improving. I don't know if they're certainly not talented enough to beat the Niners, I guess. But this coach, Jonathan Gannon, was the defensive coordinator for Philly last year. Philly had a pretty good defensive game plan against the Niners last year. They had a lot more talent. Yeah. But it's interesting. It seems like maybe this Jonathan Gannon coach is good. They're playing for him. Like, Mike McCarthy freaking stinks in Dallas. We know that.
He always has.
Always has, always will. He's terrible. I don't know. You can't say that about Jonathan. We don't know. What he did this weekend was very impressive for a first-year coach, defensive guy. They're playing for him.
And you know what? It would be nice to have a fourth good team, or at least not a horrible team in the NFC West. It used to be an elite division, and we'll get to that later. It'd be nice to have another contender, games that were thrilling, games where, when you'd go into a press box and you knew the Niners were going to murder these guys, you do your business, but there wouldn't be a feeling of excitement. But if they were playing a really good team, you'd think, something's going to happen today. Something's going to be decided today, and I'm going to witness it and write about it. I used to love that, Iggy.
Yeah, and it seems like not just the NFC West, it doesn't exist in the NFC. Like we were watching these games. I'm sure everyone was watching these games this weekend thinking, like, who are the real contenders? Which teams here really matter the way the Niners really matter? And it's like, not Dallas. Like, in the entire league, it's like the Niners, Kansas City, Miami, Philly, and Buffalo, maybe Buffalo.
Yeah, maybe Buffalo.
That's it.
Certainly not Cincinnati.
Not the Rams.
Oh, the Rams stink. And I'll tell you, Iggy, I'm going to make a prediction. After this season is over, Sean McVay is out. He's out after the season.
You know what? I don't know if they'll fire him, but he could just leave. He kept saying he was thinking about becoming a announcer and leaving the team. And I feel like when you make that public, it's hard for your players to play for you. I mean, I'm not saying they're not playing hard, but like, dude, you have one foot out the door? What kind of coach are you?
Yeah.
The leader of this team? I don't know. It feels like since he won that Super Bowl, him and Stafford and Donald have all been kind of like coasting. We did it. But I don't know. I'm not covering that team.